When a terrified girl is slapped in front of 200 students, everyone expected her to break, yet what she did next made the whole school gasp. If you want more shocking twists like this, subscribe now and never miss another jaw-dropping story. When 16-year-old Aria Lowell walked into Crestwood High's auditorium that morning, she never imagined she'd leave as the girl who would flip the entire school's social hierarchy upside down. She was the quiet type, the kind who blended into walls, clutched books like shields, and kept her head down whenever the swarm of loud, confident students stormed the halls. But today was different because today she had to present her science project in front of all juniors and seniors, a project she'd poured months into, a project that secretly meant everything to her. Yet the moment she stepped on stage, the queen bees of Crestwood decided to make her the day's entertainment. Serena Vale, the loudest, prettiest, cruelest bully on campus, strutted to the stage pretending to help, but in a split second the auditorium echoed with the sharp crack of Serena's palm across Aria's cheek, a sound so loud even the teachers froze, gasps rippling through 200 shocked students as Serena smirked and said, "Oops, maybe don't look at the mic like it owes you money," and Aria, stunned, cheeks stinging, throat tight with humiliation, felt her heart pounding so violently she thought it would burst, but instead of crying or running away like Serena expected, Aria inhaled, lifted her chin, and did something no one, not even Aria herself, knew she was capable of. She calmly handed the microphone to Serena and said, "Since you think you can do this better, why don't you try explaining what you just ruined?" Turning toward the screen behind her where her presentation had been secretly recording everything, the entire slap, Serena's mockery, the teachers in action, broadcast live onto the giant projector, because Aria, paranoid from months of bullying sabotage, had set up automatic recording on her presentation tablet, and now the evidence was up for everyone to see. But that was only the first twist. Aria then proceeded to deliver her project with a quiet, razor-sharp brilliance that mesmerized the room, transforming fear into calm authority as she explained her research on human behavioral patterns under social pressure, ironically using Serena's attack as a real-time example, breaking down crowd psychology, power dynamics, and how bullies maintain dominance. Students who once ignored her now leaned forward, stunned by her poise, and even teachers shifted in embarrassment, realizing how long they'd let cruelty slide. But Serena, red-faced and trembling, tried snatching the tablet from Aria only to trigger another twist. Aria had already sent the recording to the entire school, students, staff, board members, because she knew Serena would try to destroy it. Chaos erupted, teachers whispering urgently, "Mr. Carlton," the principal, rushing down the aisle demanding the girls step backstage, but the power had already shifted. Aria wasn't the victim anymore, she was the catalyst of a revolution. Backstage, Serena screamed that she would get Aria expelled, but Aria merely looked at her and said, "You don't get to rewrite the story anymore," and when the board reviewed the footage, everything changed. Serena and her posse were suspended for harassment, the school enacted a zero-tolerance bullying policy, and Mr. Carlton was forced into early retirement due to repeated negligence. But even that wasn't the end. Aria's video went viral overnight after a student posted it online, millions of views, thousands of comments praising her courage, and suddenly, news stations wanted interviews, colleges reached out, mental health organizations asked permission to use her speech in seminars. Aria, the girl once invisible, became the unexpected voice for bullied students everywhere. Months later, at Crestwood's senior award ceremony, Serena returned bitter and quiet, stripped of her throne, while Aria, now student council president and state-level science award winner, gave a graduation speech that had the entire auditorium standing. She didn't mention Serena, didn't boast, didn't gloat. Instead, she said, "Strength isn't measured by how hard you hit, but by what you do after someone tries to break you." And for the first time ever, Crestwood High listened, not because they had to, but because her voice demanded to be heard. The same stage where she had been slapped became the stage where she rose, and in the end, the moment designed to humiliate her became the moment that changed everything, not just for Aria, not just for the bullies, but for the entire school that finally learned what real courage looks like.